Hi everybody, I'm Jasper. We're here at game store Subcultures and I'm here with Jeremy Falger, the designer of Untamed. Before we start to play this game, Jeremy, maybe you can explain a little bit about the game you designed. What kind of game is it?
Yeah, so Untamed is it's a card battling game for 2 to 3 players. Potentially more if you combine boxes, you can play up to 6. And the idea is that you want to destroy your opponent's strongholds, and you do that by playing animal and item cards, and you use them to attack your opponent, basically. And we do it in a very sort of accessible manner. So usually in these type of games you have to do some deck building, and now it's simply choose the 3 animals that you enjoy most, shuffle them together, and boom, you're ready to play.
Yeah, so if I buy this, I have the whole game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. There's no random expansion packs or anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
But we do start with a little bit of deck building, right? So we choose how our deck is constructed somehow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You have influence over over the animals that are in there, and you simply choose your 3 favorite animals, basically, and then you shuffle them together. But we do it alternating, so you first pick.
All right. So my favorite animal is definitely the humpback whale, but I see there's no choice.
Yes, unfortunately.
Maybe later in an expansion. So I'm going for chameleons.
Cool. Very nice. All right. So I will take the pandas.
Nice. All right. So I'm going foxes.
Cool. Fox is always very nice. Faction as well. I think I'll settle for the rats.
Rats. I was also thinking about rats, but I'm going for raccoons then. Bit similar.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
And then finally, I think I'll take some rhinos.
Nice.
All right. So we don't use the other cards in a 2-player game, so I'll move them away. All right. So what happens then is that we take these top cards, which are the strongholds, and we separate them from the rest of the deck. And then we shuffle up the rest of the cards to form your deck. And at this point, you can sort of choose which stronghold will be your first stronghold, your second and your third one. It's totally up to you. You can decide which one goes first.
I will put the black market on top.
All right. I think I'll start with the rhinos. Rhino stronghold on top. All right. So, would you like to go first or second?
Yeah, I would like to go first.
Cool. So what happens then is that you draw 8 cards.
Yeah.
And then I will draw 9 as I'm second.
All right. Is there any extra other benefit or disadvantage for going first?
First players normally have an advantage, so to offset that, the second player gets an extra card, and they also receive a bonus power.
Okay.
Which I'll receive or explain in a second, and then that sort of balances it out.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll draw 9. And might be good to sort of explain the stronghold at this point. The stronghold sort of is the center of your play area. It gives you an ability. It tells you how strong your stronghold is. The little shield over here indicates how much health a stronghold actually has. And then we have these 2 little icons over here on the bottom. and these will indicate your resources. So the game has two types of resources, basically. You have power, and you have support. So you put the power cards on your left, and the support on your right.
Okay. And I can use both of these to pay for cards or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is probably a good moment to look at a card and see what it does. So we have two kind of cards. We have the beige ones, which are the animals, and we have the blue ones, which are the items. So every card in the top left corner, except for strongholds, has this this blue hexagon, and that'll indicate the power cost of the card. So in order to play the card, you actually have to pay a cost.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like money. And then we have the red icon is how hard a card can attack. So this guy has 1 attack, and the green icon, I said before, is the health. So he has 3 health. He can survive 2 hits, and then the third one defeats the card.
Nice.
And then for power, on the back of your card, you'll notice this little blue hexagon.
Yeah.
Every card has that. So this means is that what this means that every card can be used as power as well, in addition to being an animal or an item. So,
all right.
Let's say it's your turn.
Okay. I remember that I first need to put down a support card. Is that
exactly
correct?
Yeah, that's the end of setup. After we draw our initial hand, we have to put 1 card in our support area, so we already start the game with 1 support.
Yeah.
So I'll put this guy there, and as I'm going second, I also receive a bonus power, which is simply the top card of my deck, face down, slightly tuck it underneath here. And bonus power is basically power that you can use 1 time. Normally power comes back at the end of your turn. Bonus power just goes back on top of your deck.
Yeah.
All right, so it's your first turn.
Let's start.
Yeah.
So let me just put down 1 power so I can pay for something.
Exactly. So every turn you can play 1 card from your hand face down as power, which is what you'll need to pay for the cost. So at the moment you'll be able to pay or play a card that costs 1 power.
Yeah. Sure. There we go.
Awesome.
Reinhardt Thief has an arrive power, which will cost me something with a little paw print.
Yeah. And the paw print, as you can see here on your stronghold, it points to the right, so it's pointing at the card you have over here.
Yeah.
So as you just said, we start the game with 1 support. However, for this card, you'll need 3 cards in your support area. So unfortunately, you won't be able to use that effect. But yeah, arrive indicates that you can do that once you play the card.
Yeah.
As soon as you
and
play.
it also has this word called surge, which I think means that I can attack you right away, right?
Yeah, surge is a keyword that allows an animal to attack right away. Normally it comes into play sort of exhausted because it has to travel all the way to the battlefield, so it's tired.
Of course.
This guy's very excited to get in there and kick some butt. So unfortunately surge only works on other animals.
Aha.
So my stronghold is still a bit too far away. But if I had another animal, you could
Too
fight
bad.
him. Yeah.
All right. So I will just exhaust my power here.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I can do this turn.
Yep.
So what now?
So at the end of your turn, you draw 2 cards from your deck.
All right.
And all of your cards that you've played, they are readied again, so you can use them again. Yep. So your power is available to you once again next turn. And then finally, you must put one card from your hand into your support area. So it can be any card. It doesn't have to be the cards that you just drew.
Okay.
But you always have a steady supply of support coming in.
All right.
All right, very cool. So then it's my turn. What I'll do is I'll also basically sacrifice one of my cards to play as support. So I'll place it face down on the left-hand side of my stronghold. And then I'll be able to play a card that costs 1. So I'll play this Urson Gambler guy over here. So that means I have to exhaust this power. And he doesn't have any surge ability, so he comes into play exhausted. So he'll be able to attack you next turn, but not immediately.
All right.
He also has an arrive ability, and the arrive ability says put the top card of your deck into your support area, which is over here. If it was a panda card, this card gains 1 fury. So let's take a look. It is a panda card. You can tell
by the panda.
By the panda, yeah. So put that there, and then I get 1 fury. And what fury does is that it gives your animal +1 attack as long as the token is on there.
Dangerous.
So he just got upgraded to a more dangerous dude. So yeah, I guess that's my turn. I could choose. Oh, actually, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Activate your stronghold.
Yeah. Every stronghold has an ability on it which costs support. So my Rhino stronghold says pay 2 support to give an animal 1 fury, and I have 2 fury now. 2 support now. So I'll get rid of that. These cards are just removed from the game, and then I'll give this dude 1 extra fury.
All right. Time to do something about him.
Yes. So that's my turn. Everything readies again. I draw 2 cards, and I choose to put one of them in my support area.
Cool. So, let me start by playing 1 more card as power, so I can pay for something extra.
Yep.
And then I will do several things. First, a spyglass, which is an item. Let's see. So it says reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Put them back on the top or the bottom of your deck in any order. If you revealed at least 1 animal, which I did, you may put 1 fury on an animal. All right. I will definitely put them back on top.
All right. And the way items work is that once you've resolved the effect, it just goes away. It's not on the table anymore, so it just goes to your support area. So every card that you've played, also once an animal is defeated, it goes there. It becomes a resource, so it continues helping you with your game plan.
Which it will in a moment.
All right.
So there we have a shift skill alchemist.
Yep.
I'll pay 1 power to play him, or her, or them. Give another animal fury equal to the amount of other cards you have played this turn.
All right.
I have played 1 other card.
Yeah. So you get 1 more fury.
1 more fury.
Yep.
It also has guard, so it's gonna have to be attacked before anything else can be attacked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, he's patrolling the area, and you have to go through him first before I can attack anything else. So this might also be a good moment to sort of explain attacking, because we mentioned it.
Can I just attack you in a moment?
Sure.
So we can see it in action.
Let's do it.
Before that, I will put another shift
here
skill
we go.
chemist down. So I get to put 2 more fury on another animal.
Yes. All right.
So my thief here now has 4 fury, which is a nice basis for attacking you.
Yes.
Actually, sorry. My stronghold ability says pay 2 support to give an animal +1 attack to the end of your turn. So.
All right. So I'm assuming you're pointing at this guy again,
This guy, yes. It has 7 attack value, as I can see, from the 2 here and 1 extra and 4 fury. So.
Right. Well, that's a scary dude.
Yeah. So how does it work?
Right. So when you attack with an animal, you get to choose what it attacks. So for example, you could choose to attack my my panda card over here, or you could just totally ignore this guy, just sort of walk around him, and decide to attack my stronghold.
Right.
So they're slightly different. So if you attack my panda, they fight each other, and that means that they attack each other and deal damage to each other simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, you would deal 7 damage to my panda, which means that he would be defeated.
Yes, but also...
But at the same time,
3
yes, at
me.
the same time,
Yeah.
I would hit back. So I would also deal 3 damage to your fox, which means that your fox would also be defeated.
Yeah.
Any damage that might be left over is just ignored, because you would hit me for 7, but the 4 damage left over is just evaporates.
Yep.
However, as the goal of the game is to get rid of all of my strongholds, you might want to attack my my stronghold instead.
Which has 7 health, exactly.
Exactly.
So thanks for the tactical advice. I will do that.
Yep.
Exhaust my thief and attack your stronghold,
All right.
which is destroyed.
Yes, and as my stronghold doesn't have a attack icon, it just sort of sits there. It's a inanimate object, so it gets destroyed. So this is also just removed from the game. It doesn't go to your support area. Strongholds just are removed from the game. Mm-hmm. However, what happens now is that there's a small comeback moment for the player whose strongholds gets destroyed, and you get to draw a card from your deck equal to the amount of strongholds that have been destroyed in the game. So in this case, it's 1.
Yep.
So I get to draw a card, and now is a good time to look at this little flag icon, this little banner that you might see in some cards, and this is called the rally icon.
All right. What does it do?
So in this situation where my stronghold gets destroyed, if I draw a card with that icon, I can choose to just keep it in my hand, or if it has the icon, and only if it has the icon, you get to play it for free.
All right.
So it's sort of a catch-up mechanic to get you back into the battle. So I'll choose to play this panda with the rally icon.
Of course.
And he just comes into play ready for action.
All right. So that's the end of my turn.
Yep.
Let me just...
And these cards actually came into play exhausted.
They did, and I will unexhaust, or how do you say, ready them?
Yes.
And I will put a support down.
Yep.
So.
Cool. And you draw 2 cards, right?
I did.
Excellent.
Your turn.
All right. So, let's see what we're going to do about this situation. First thing I'll do, I think, is get rid of this very scary dude, although that's actually not that easy because you have 2 guards there. So let's see if I have some cards that maybe can help me with the situation. Well, my stronghold ability over here, the rat says pay 1 support. You can target animal with power cost 2 or less gains 1 fury. Or I can move 1 fury from an animal to any other animal. I'm just going to pay 1 support. And I'm going to move this fury from this guy to this guy, actually. Mm-hmm. So you're slightly...
you can even steal my fury.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. If it says any other animal, you can just choose any animal that's on the table, basically.
Wow.
So he's still scary, but just slightly less so.
Yep.
I am also going to play a card from my hand as power. And I will play my Rhino Rockhide Defender, who says, if any of your animals has Fury on it, deal 1 damage to an animal or stronghold. Well, this guy has Fury on it. So I'm going to choose between your animals, and obviously I'm going to pick this guy because he's still very scary.
Yep.
So what happens is that I just shoot 1 damage.
But that he has 1 health. Yep.
Yep. So that means that he's removed from the game. Well, not from the game,
he's going
but
to
from
my
the table.
support.
Yep. And
Alright.
she will also help me protect my my stronghold by having the guard ability. All right, I haven't attacked it. Oh, and she comes into play exhausted. So then I will attack one of your guards.
Which dies immediately because it has 1 health.
And you deal 1 damage back to me. And then I'll do the same to that guy. He's gone, but he takes 1 damage.
Alrighty.
All right, so this damage remains on there. And that is basically all that I will do in my turn. So everything unexhausts. And I draw 2 cards, place one in my support area. And that's how you continue on until somebody lost their last stronghold, or in certain cases, if you have no cards left in your deck, you also lose.
All right. Thanks so much for explaining the game.
Thank you.
So suppose people want to get this game somewhere. Where can they do so?
Well, obviously we're in the awesome game shop called Subculture, so that's a great place to get it.
It is. It's right here.
If you're not in Holland and in Utrecht specifically, you can also go to playuntamed.com and get it there, or through grumpyowlgames.com, which is
Your
our company. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you.